The first round of Social Security checks are going out next week, and some seniors are going to get two checks. You heard that right. Find out if you are eligible. Plus, during a recent cabinet meeting last week, President Trump was on record giving an update on his $2,000 stimulus check. He wants to push the check through. I'm going to give you the latest timeline on when the president wants to get the check in the mail and who is eligible for the $2,000 tariff stimulus. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance topics that affect seniors and their retirement. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am glad you're here. Do me a quick favor, go into the comment section and let me know your city and your state, because I like to know where you guys are watching my channel from. And if you've been watching this channel for a while now, welcome back. I am glad you're here. Thank you for your continuous support. There is a lot to review today, and it starts with the double checks that are happening this month for some seniors on Social Security and disability. I want to let you know who and when, plus give you a full timeline on when Social Security checks are going to be issued, specifically the checks that are going out next week, Wednesday, December the 10th. So let's jump right into it. So here is your December Social Security payment schedule. I want to make sure that you can see that on my screen. So let me pull it up. Okay, there we go. So the first thing I want to share is that the payment, the maximum payment that is going out on December the 10th is $5,108. And as I mentioned, there's going to be two checks some people are going to be receiving. So, who is getting this maximum benefit? Well, the maximum check goes to those who have paid into the system at the maximum level, plus are retiring at the age of 70. If you are reaching your maximum retirement age in 2025 and you have paid the full amount into Social Security, your check is $4,018. If you are, however, retiring early at age 62, your maximum benefit is $2,710. The average Social Security check overall is 1,925. Remember, that does not include the increase, the Social Security increase that was just approved for 2026. That increase is going to go into effect in January and be reflected in your February Social Security check. So, the biggest news regarding retirement is that the full retirement age is going up again to 67, 67 years for anybody born in 1960 or later. So, if you've been paying attention, you know they've been slowly increasing the full retirement age and it's finally reached age 67. And they are already talking about increasing it again to age 69. But that's not what we came here to talk about. We wanted to talk about payments that are going out next week. As you may be aware, if you're on Social Security retirement or Social Security disability insurance, otherwise known as SSDI, your payment schedule is based on your specific birthday. So if you were born between the 1st and the 10th, your payment is on the second Wednesday of the month. If you were born between the 11th and the 20th, you get your check on the third Wednesday. And if you were born between the 21st and the 31st, your Social Security or SSDI check is paid on the fourth Wednesday. So, what does this translate into actual schedule? Well, before I tell you that, there are also a whole category of Social Security recipients, including SSI beneficiaries. If you're on SSI, you are paid on the first, unless the first is a holiday or a weekend. If you are living outside the United States, if your state pays for your Medicare premium, if you are on both SSI and Social Security, and you apply for Social Security before 1997, you get your benefits on the third of the month. So that is the schedule of Social Security benefits. Now let's get the actual dates on when the money is going to hit your bank account. Next week, as I mentioned, if you were born between the 1st and the 10th of the month, you are going to get your Social Security and SSDI, supplemental Social Security disability insurance. Those two categories of people are going to get their benefit next week on the 10th. Then, following that, the following week on the 17th, if you were born between the 11th and the 20th, your check should be coming in. And then, lastly, the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, is the Social Security payment date for those born between the 21st and the 31st of the month. Now, moving on to SSI, if you are on Social Security supplemental security income benefits, you should have been paid on Monday, December the 1st, which is earlier this week. If you were not paid, stay tuned. I'm going to tell you what you can do about it. And if you live outside the United States, you receive both Social Security and SSI, your state pays for your Medicare premium, or you file for Social Security before 1997, you should have been paid on Wednesday, December the 3rd. If that has not happened, stay tuned. I'm going to give you two things you need to do to find out why you did not receive your Social Security or disability check. And as promised, there are two checks coming to some people this month, and those are SSI recipient. If you're on Social Security supplemental security income, you are going to get two checks in December. The first one already came on December the 1st. The second one is going to be on December the 31st at the end of the month. Why? Because January 1st, which is your regular payment date, is New Year's Day. It's a holiday. They don't pay Social Security or disability benefits on a federal holiday. And so your payment will be sent a day earlier on, I believe, Wednesday. Um, Wednesday, whenever the 31st is. Let me check to make sure that I am giving you the accurate information. Yeah, it's Wednesday, December the 31st. Now, guys, before I tell you what to do if you did not get your check, I want to make sure that if you want to stay on top of all these news updates I've been giving to you every single day, and you don't want to miss, excuse me, you don't want to miss anything, text the word insider to 443-293-0080. You will be added to my text list. You join thousands of seniors that are getting free text messages from me once or twice a week. You don't have to pay anything for it, it's free, but you gain a lot because what you gain is that you will stay updated on news, anything in and out of Congress that can affect your benefits, your finances, or your retirement. So text the word insider to 443-293-0080 and you'll be added to the list. Now, moving on to the next topic. If you did not receive your Social Security benefit, what could be the reason? Well, there are two things that could be happening. You may have Social Security overpayment or your benefits have been canceled. Regardless, you need to call the Social Security Administration and find out why at 1-800-772-1213. Make an appointment to go to a local office and let them tell you why your Social Security has been cut or eliminated altogether. So that is your update on the Social Security payment schedule. The next thing I want to talk to you about is President Trump's stimulus update. But before I do that, I have something I wanted to share with you, especially this December as we prepare for the new year. You know, one of the projects I've been working on is creating a community for seniors where you can really be a part of a group of like minded people, seniors that are trying to maximize their Social Security benefits, Medicare benefits, stay on top of everything that's happening, excuse me, and have a trusted place where they can engage with other seniors and get relevant information to maximize their benefit, get the perks that they deserve. And so this has been something that we've been working on and finally we launched. And right now, over 200 and about 250 people are part of this new community. It's a paid community, but the benefits so far has been tremendous and I want to share them with you because I think you are going to like this. So, what is this all about? Well, it's an online community for older adults age 55 plus. It will help you unlock every dollar, every discount, every advantage from Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and more. And Once you sign up for this community, you're going to get exclusive weekly videos from me and my team helping you maximize your benefits, monthly money saving tips and discounts, step by step resource guides for benefits and programs, live Q&A sessions with experts including myself and others I'm going to bring on board, and then a supportive friendly community. Now, as I mentioned, there is nothing like this online. You would not find a community this good in terms of what you get in quality, in information, in resources to help you live your best retirement. So, as I mentioned, I'm creating specific videos that I'm posting on this platform, as you see right now on the screen, and I'm answering your questions directly. You ask me a question there, I'll do the research, I'll answer your question. But one of the biggest perks you get is the bonus guides. And these guides right now, if you click on my YouTube channel, these are up for sale. You total everything and it's a lot of money to buy them all. But if you're part of this group, you get all of these amazing guides for free right now, instantly. You get access to all of them. And inside those guides, about $2,500 worth of savings coming to you by being a part of this group. What kind of guides am I talking about? What is in this package? 10 proven ways seniors can make an extra $500 to $1,000. That's one of the guides. Social security changes that are happening. Your guide to, AI. If you've been curious about AI and want to learn how you can help yourself with AI and improve your quality of life, this tool will help you do that. Secrets to boosting your social security. If you're currently receiving benefits, there is more. You could increase your social security check even as you get benefit right now. This guide will help you. Senior banking resource, a guide to the big beautiful bill, senior discounts. What are the best discounts out there that you can get? Medicare cheat sheet, and many, many more. And here is what the community looks like. You can see it is very, very engaging. A lot of people are posting and responding to what we are sharing. So, guys, it's a no brainer. If you want to be part of a community of like minded seniors that are on a mission to maximize their retirement, maximize their benefits, then go to school.com/benefits insider, SKOOL.com/benefits insider. That's what you see on the screen. I'll put it in the description and in the comments of this video for you to check it out. I think that the money you will pay right now, you will get it back immediately. Like, let me say this: whatever you're gonna pay for a year, you will get it back in the first day because the access to the guides alone that you're gonna get pays for your annual membership. And so it's a no-brainer. I think that once you see the value, you will understand what I'm saying. So give it a look. Go to school.com/benefits insider. Now let's talk about stimulus. All right. So the president has been making news about stimulus, and I've been covering this, and it may feel like I talk about it a lot, but it's because the president is making news about the stimulus almost every other day. And each time he's providing new information, whether intentional or not, it makes me want to come back and give you an update on what's happening with the stimulus. So during the recent cabinet meeting that happened last week, the president talked about the stimulus. He was asked by reporters on when the money is going to come, and here is what he has to say. So let me read it to you. So let's make sure that you can see that on your screen. So it says during a cabinet meeting on December 2nd, which is what? 3 days ago, President Trump said that the US is collecting trillions of dollars from tariffs and that part of this money will be returned to citizens as dividend refund checks in 2026. This is what he said, and I quote: "Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever, and we are going to give back refunds out of the tariffs. We are going to be giving a nice dividend to the people in addition to reducing the debt. We, as we know, inherited a lot of debt, but it's peanuts compared to the kind of numbers we are talking about. So we are going to be making a dividend to the people." Trump also suggested that within a few years, tariff revenue could grow so large that Americans might no longer need to pay income tax or it will be drastically reduced. So, what is the news here? What is the new information that you need to know here? Well, the president has said that he wants to send the stimulus. There's no doubt about that. The question has been when. And so he's saying two things here that are news. Number one, that the check is happening, and number two, it is happening next year. And then the third piece of information that I have gathered is that a lot of you have been asking, does this apply to seniors? Does it apply to those on Social Security and disability? And the answer is yes, because what has been communicated by the Treasury Secretary is that the stimulus is going to be similar to the one that they did in 2020 during the pandemic, where everybody got a check. Man, woman, child was sent a check from the federal government. That is what they are talking about. Now, here is another update that I want to share with you. This was also published on December the 4th, yesterday. It says Trump 2000 tariff checks update. If you can see it, yep. So let's look at that and see the additional information that it adds. It says the president's proposal to send $2,000 checks to Americans comes as the Supreme Court rules whether Trump sweeping tariffs are legal. I'm going to take you all the way to the bottom of this article and tell you. So it says who would get Trump's 2000 tariffs check? A lot remains unclear. Several officials, including Trump, have said that the checks will be for working families and for moderate and middle income families. Bensett also said the checks will have income limits. The president also said the proposed check will arrive by mid 2026. Trump has boasted that trillions of dollars are coming into the US from tariffs, but budget experts say the math does not quite add up. So the president says trillions are coming and he wants to send a stimulus check, and I'm taking him at his word. And so he said mid next year, it is going to go. The Treasury Secretary said anybody receiving less than $100,000 in income will qualify, which puts all most majority of Social Security and disability beneficiaries into that category. And then the third thing is that it's going to be funded from the tariff revenue, the record revenue that the president has been collecting. So, guys, this is all I wanted to bring you today. If you want to stay updated on all this information, text the word insider to 443-293-0080 and join my weekly text list where you get one or two text messages updating you on critical information. And if you like what you heard today, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on another video tomorrow.